Court is now in session.
Do you want to get into the payments industry in Kenya? So that is an interesting topic. If you are a person, a fintech, or a company that wants to offer payment solutions to different merchants, whether in Kenya or in other parts of the continent through the Kenyan platform, you need to get a payment service provider license. What a payment service provider license is, in essence, it's authorization from the Central Bank of Kenya, that oversees the monetary system that allows you to be able to offer payment services and solutions into the industry. Some examples of payment service providers in Kenya include Cellulant, PesaPal, PesaLink, a huge number of them. So ideally, there are usually two ways to get into the payments industry in Kenya. Either you get the authorization directly, or you also partner with a local agent. So we've worked with certain clients who will help to partner with local PSPs and be able to offer their services through PSP, meaning payment service provider, offer their services through recognized agents. Also, but the alternative, if you want to do it on your own, you can be able to, or rather you're supposed to get authorization from the Central Bank of Kenya. And this is important because in recent years, since 2022, the Central Bank has been very keen on cautioning people from trading or doing business with payment service providers that are not authorized or licensed. Some of these include Flutterwave, also Chipper at some point in time that had an issue with the central bank because they operated without getting a license. If you are trying to get a license to operate as a payment service provider, there are a number of things that you will need. You will need a business plan that demonstrates what you're trying to do, how you've seen the market and the gap that you're trying to fill. And the whole aim of that, if you are looking at it from a regulator perspective, is they want to be able to understand the market and understand that you don't have too many duplicate products in the market, but the ecosystem has different players and they're meeting different needs in the market. So that's what the business plan demonstrates, what you're trying to achieve, the gap that you're trying to fill, and your understanding of the local market and context. I'd also want to talk about the fact that at the Central Bank of Kenya has a national vision and a vision and strategic plan for the year 2021 to 2025 that largely guides the process of acquiring a license. And that is why you'd see for some cases, you see people getting licenses in less than a year. And for some, particularly some foreign companies, it takes them several years to get a license. It's because according to that strategic plan, the Central Bank wants entities to operate in a particular format, so that they want the products that are on offer to be accessible to the members of the public, to be customer-centric, to be affordable, to be interoperable with the banking infrastructure. What interoperable means is if you're linking as a payment or creating a payments platform, you need to show how it's going to connect to the banking system, because you usually need to have a custodial bank to be able to guide how you transfer your payments. For example, let me use an example. If you're PesaPal and you are offering a service to Kenyans, so you need a bank that is able to give you access to the financial grid, so that you're able to facilitate payments through them. So that's one aspect of that. So even if you're applying, it's important for you to read the strategic plan and to align your application and all the different documentation that you're producing with that strategic plan. The other thing that you may need to consider is the fact that the biggest concern around payments and even the banking system is money laundering. So you need to have anti-money laundering policies and processes that demonstrate that you're compliant and you're not used as a conduit for money laundering and for all of those issues. And this is important to consider right now, especially when you think about how Kenya has been grey-listed globally because of money laundering concerns. And there are a lot of concerns as to how money is used and flows within the Kenyan system. So the CBK and all other regulatory agencies are more likely to become more keen on PSPs and other banking institutions to ensure that they comply with the anti-money laundering laws and all the things that pertain to that, which include reporting your data to the Financial Reporting Center and reporting suspicious transactions. So those are some of the things you need to consider even as you set up a payment service provider in the country. If you need more advice or conversation around the same, you can reach out to us through the comment section or by direct message.
This session is adjourned.